Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 332 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full time reseller supporting her family. It is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025, and we met our sales goal today. Yay. All right. Excuse my appearance. I have just been out in the rain. So, oh well. Um, it's just one of those like rain, stormy, then sunshine kind of days. It's bizarre. So, but did get a walk in today. My son and I took a nice walk. That was kind of fun, especially because that's like since he's been little, his least favorite thing to do. High energy person just couldn't stand to take a walk. Maybe if we were running, that would be okay. But anyway, so that was nice. So in between the rainstorms, we were able to do that. It's always nice to take a break, get outside. It was actually a very busy day today. And a little bit challenging. So we met our sales goal because I did the afternoon shipping. Everything is shipped. I am reset to zero, but I'm probably going to go back to work and list a couple things because I didn't really get to that part of my job yet today. Yeah. So I made a couple mistakes that I had to pay for. Yeah. So that took up some time as well. Sometimes I forge ahead a little too quickly with things and I'm not prepared. So yeah, we pay the price for that. So what I wanted to talk about tonight is patience. All right. So in our motivation minutes this morning, we do that every morning, 10 minutes, get motivated, talk about gratitude, those sort of things. If you're interested, you can always join our Patreon group. It is available at every level. Every paid level. You can come join us for 10 minutes every weekday morning and get ready to start your day with your coworkers in quotes. All right. So somebody's word today was patience. And, that's probably I've talked about this so many times. I think patience is a rough one because when we try to have patience, it's mostly what the outside world is putting upon us and we're trying to deal with it. So I always try to flip that into enthusiasm. A lot of people aren't a fan of that. So I didn't even mention it this morning because it's just sometimes it's just too hard of a mental switch to turn. But that's what I personally do is change it. So like I'm more in charge of like what I can be enthusiastic about instead of stuff, coming to me and me trying to be patient with it. But anyway, okay, patience is a virtue, right? Yeah, it's one we all need work on, especially me. And it reminded me of when we read the Pumpkin Plan, and I think it was in another book we read too, but I don't remember which one, where they talked about plants cultivate, harvest. So in agrarian times, this was like the natural cycle of things. Like for hundreds, thousands of years, this is the natural cycle of things, right? We plant, we cultivate, we harvest. So the longest piece of that is cultivate, right? All the cultivation, and it takes time and it takes patience. And that was always like the natural flow of people's lives and what we did. Now we live in a super fast society. We have everything available, at pretty much at the click of a button. And so we think everything should be like that. I mean, I'm so guilty of that. They tease me all the time because I need things done immediately and I need instant gratification. And it's something I really work on. So just thinking about it in those terms, like the cultivation, that's when the magic happens. That's when everything you've been working for really happens, is in that super long cultivation period where we need to have patience. Wonderful things don't happen overnight. And, in the vein of you find what you're looking for, I was listening to a song today. It is Emmylou by First Aid. And one of the lyrics was, now so much I know that things just don't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. I was like, huh, all right. I was just talking about that a couple hours ago. That's interesting. So things just don't grow if you don't bless them with your patience. And that's all about cultivation. And I think that's really cool. So, just remember, if you're trying to be patient and maybe you're in a cultivation period where, you're putting in all the work, you're doing all the things, and you're just not seeing those lag indicators catch up. Maybe it's a sales number. Maybe it's, something personal, and you got to cultivate. You got to put the work in, right? You don't get the harvest without the work. So maybe that will stop you from getting impatient. Maybe it won't, but maybe it will. It works for me most of the time. And just remember, like, that cultivation period is the longest period. It is the most important period of just about anything that you want for your life. So go cultivate. You've probably already planted, you've already sown the seeds. Now you have to cultivate, and then you get the harvest. All right, everybody, have a wonderful evening. I will see you on day 333 of Reseller Reflections. Night, night.